G'day guys, Dos here. Today we're going to be chopping up the 47 so we can get it out of the shed and have a good clean up. That way we've got some room to get in here and build that subframe. Unfortunately, Repco still hasn't got back to me with the gurney I've been waiting on, so I'm going to have to wire wheel everything along the way. I'm going to have to cut this dash off. I'm going to cut it off just along here for now, and then along the top on the 47 it's got the bracket for the dash pad. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not yet, but if we come over here to the 45 dash, we can see somebody's done some customization here and just made an absolute abortion out of it. I don't know what's going on with this, but that'll all need fixing, so I'll cut the one out of 47 and at least use that bit to fix it up. Maybe just weld the whole dash in. We'll see how we go. Alright, so bit of an update on trying to get the dash off. Cut around it fine. Up through here, along the top, no worries. Not a great cut, but you get that. Down the other side, and I thought it'd just peel off, but actually got these brackets in here that are welded in. Even though it's pretty rusty, it still doesn't want to break. Righto, that's the dash out now. The big saber saw didn't end up reaching in there to get it. Needed to use the tin snips, but got the job done anyway. I just got to go along and disconnect all these switches. Right, now that that's actually all of the way out, that fought me every step of the way. Pull all these switches out and send them down to a guy in Brisbane who was chasing some. Like I said, budget build, try and make some money back where you can on some bits I'm not going to use. This is a bit more of a resto mod build, so I'm not using any of these old switches. I had a bit of trouble getting the wires off the back of this. If anyone knows what this is, feel free to send me a message in. I've got no idea what that is, but yeah, it's out finally. Here's a quick pan along for anyone who was wondering what it looks like under the dash, the heater vents and whatnot. Now, so part of building a dual cab is that it's got more than 2 doors, so I need more door hinges. So I'm still on the ones off the 47 to use on the back of the 45. So after I've cut the dash panel out, I've exposed these ones, so I'll be able to just knock that bracket off with the grinder. These ones down here, a little bit trickier to get into, but I've found a bit of a trick to getting into them. So if you come around the back here and pop the little kick panel open and take your impact driver with a whole heap of extensions and a uni, you can actually get in there to crack them with this. And that's out. I ended up chickening out on using the grinder because I was a bit worried about cutting these hinges, and I do need them, so yeah, I ended up finding a ratchet spanner. It's just taking too long. Another interesting thing is these plates here that the nutset's welded onto them. That might actually end up being useful later on. Might be able to accommodate that into the back pillar somehow to save tapping and welded in new plates. The engineer has told me the more original parts and more factory parts you use, even from different models, makes it a lot easier to get stuff engineered. So try and use as many old parts as you can throughout the build. Another couple of bits for the box. Alright, so I've taken some care pulling the wire and harness out. Should be just about all of it out. A few bits there still attached. I'll ship that off to somebody, put it up on Facebook, see if somebody wants it. Not too sure what all of it is. I'm just going to try and rewire it all. Alright, I'm just going to strip the rest of this A pillar off. It's got the plates that the hinges bolt to, so I might need that, and also I might need this. I'm going to take the grinder and cut down here on both sides. Don't really need to cut through the floor, it's already gone for me, so I'll just do that now. Now that I've stripped the A pillar out, little gem I found here. Hidden in behind that A pillar was the original build sticker from the plane it came from. Just little things you find on these old cars. Alright, so this is the FJ buck wall. I'm using the HJ one. It was in slightly better condition. As you can see, the slip's seen better days. Just going to break this down, mainly to save space at the moment. I know I'm going to need this part later on to weld onto the back doors, so the front door seals across it. and I'm also going to break the windows down in case I need to use the frames later on, or I might even use them in a canopy or something. So while I've gone around stripping out these cars, I've found a couple of cool things, previous owners, maker stickers, but my favourite so far is in the monetarial side of things. 12 cents. Making some money already on this thing. Just a quick shout out to John Iris Paul Fletcher, who bought the 47 in February 1986 from Rockhampton. So I bought it from Maryborough in the Wide Bay, and then I've dragged it back up to central Queensland, so it's back to where it was in the 80s. Alright guys, that's the 47 finally chopped up, just the bits left that we needed. It's finally time to get on and build that subframe.